Look at you, hacker. Wandering aimlessly through my corridors. Oh, Shodan. Oh yeah, did you guys hear they announced, well, they haven't fully announced it yet, but there probably is going to be a System Shock 3 coming out. It looks like it's going to be... What the hell's going over there? A bunch of the old System Shock 2 and BioShock devs, which is pretty cool. And I'm guessing it's going to be a Kickstarter project. I don't support Kickstarter, but if the game comes out on Steam or whatever, then I'll definitely buy it. I love me some System Shock 2. In fact, if you guys are new to my channel, System Shock 2 was actually my first ever LP. It's silent and pretty shit quality, but it's still there. Okay, where is the next body? Down here? Oh, it's right over there. Once I save little sister, I'm going to come back and kill that guy, because he should have another little girl by then. It's okay, I'll put you out of your misery pretty soon. I was going to say something too. Like, I don't know, Gil didn't really seem to believe in the family's ideals in the end. I mean, he wanted to help Eleanor more than anything else. So maybe he was doing all this just for her. What haven't we listened to? This one.
We put our eldest sister through a new regimen of physical and mental conditioning and suited her up with modified protector equipment of my design. The younger ones have dubbed her a big sister. Sadly, this is a stopgap. Between rogue splicers and the aging of the girls, we'll run out of viable little sisters soon. After that, the surface may be our only source.
Alright, we are done. So where is the closest vent? Houdini, get out of here. I don't have time to deal with you. Right there, perfect. I lied. Get out of the way. Holy shit, Alpha. Let's throw some spears in the sky. That was... Oh. Ah. Goodbye. So the next audio log is right at the beginning of Fontaine Futuristics, and I just missed it.
This facility belongs to the city now, to Ryan Industries, at least until the rioting subsides. While it is unfortunate that such measures had to be taken, I must admit, it is gratifying to see this building condemned. Fontaine is gone, Lamb is gone. I am alone at last. Alone. My city.
Alright, and our final little sister. Let's check our audio logs again. I know there were some more here. Let's see. Agnes Day, Life After Sisterhood. I think this one's new.
This calls everything into question. Even as I record this, I can scarcely believe. Psychiatry has been my continual study to chart consciousness in all its strata. But intelligence does not require introspection. The son of Ryan was more effective than all his self-aware rivals. He lived without questions. I could end the self and save the world.
Ah, okay. So Sophia took some inspiration from Jack, the protagonist of BioShock 1. Hi there. Where did you go? Wait, what? Oh, there you are. Before I do that body, let's go to the Circus of Values, which is over here. Get some more health kits. And I'll throw in some more audio logs, because we missed a bunch of these. Solving for X.
Sophia believes the perfect human altruist is just a formula, waiting on us to solve for X. Intelligence and consciousness are not the same, she argued. Awareness of self naturally becomes obsession with it. So, if we could suppress my sense of self, but imbue me with the cognitive capacity to serve the common welfare, we could thereby generate the first utopian. And then, Sophia said, at long last, utopia would follow.
Okay, so I guess the guild did accept the family's ideals. Okay. That's a good girl. Soon, we have one more body to get. Oh yeah, something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. In the last recording session, I mentioned how I never beaten a couple of Final Fantasies, and one of them was Final Fantasy 2. Anyway, after that video, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna beat that game. So I sat down over the course of 2 days watching the best friends play Killer is Dead, and just played through the game at about 10 times speed on an emulator. Yeah, it was a good time. And I'm happy to say that Final Fantasy 2 has been defeated. It's a pretty interesting game. A lot of the concepts in it, like the stats getting more powerful the more you use different abilities, and the magic system, and just a bunch of stuff really. I think it's pretty neat. I feel like it's a bit, what's the word? Like, shit, what is the word? Like, it's poorly done, they had an experience with it, so it's shabby. Really, August? That's the word you're going with? Shabby? Whatever, you guys get the idea. Like, I feel like if they stuck with it, they could have made some really awesome games with that sort of concept. Where did you come from, sir? Right, we're almost done, so I guess I keep talking. Yeah, a couple of things I've noticed about Final Fantasy 2. First of all, the blood sword is fucking OP. Like, holy shit. If you guys don't know the blood sword from Final Fantasy, usually what it does is do a small amount of damage to the enemy and heal you for the amount you did. For some really weird reason in Final Fantasy 2, they made the damage scale with the opponent's health. So endgame bosses, when your other characters are doing about 200 damage, the blood sword is doing 3000. And because of that, I killed the final boss in 2 rounds. I was reading a lot of guides online about how to make Final Fantasy 2 easier, because I wanted to make it a pretty easy experience. And everyone was like, you know, keep the blood sword, keep the blood sword. And I was like, why? And yeah, that's why. Because it's pretty OP.
Well, that's the end of the Alpha series. The pair bond simply worked too well. That madwoman Tannenbaum bit the company hand, turning some of the bonded sisters human again. Others were lost to splicers. Either way, the trauma proved too much for the bonded protectors, resulting in unreasoning rage or coma. We can harness their suicidal aggression as foot soldiers.
All right, sport, time to feed the fish. Head on back to Alexander's tank and put those plants in.
I can't have you running around the laboratories in your condition.
Alex!
Well, that's the end of the Alpha series. The pair bond simply worked too well. That madwoman Tannenbaum bit the company hand, turning some of the bonded sisters human again. Others were lost to splicers. Either way, the trauma proved too much for the bonded protectors, resulting in unreasoning rage or coma. We can harness their suicidal aggression as foot soldiers, but no more, I'm afraid. Today I saw one kneeling near a gatherer's garden and crying.
Oh, that's weird.
Poor things. What a life. Marching around playing daddy until some splicer manages to kill off their sister. And then if the coma doesn't take them, they turn maniac. Nothing left to do but scream. No offense intended, son. We better get you to Eleanor on the double.
Definitely.
Your body begins to tear itself apart. The compulsion to find Eleanor will drive you to madness or coma. You have no claim on her. Your design was among Rapture's greatest sins. And yet, you persist. Why?
Because Eleanor wants me to. Well, there we go. Dealt with every little sister.
The girls are whispering, Father. They've left you a present at the Gatherer's Garden. Take it.
And it's time for a boss fight. Other than Final Fantasy 2, I feel like finishing Final Fantasy 12 next. I'm pretty sure I still have the save data from that. And I'm like right at the end of the game too. I haven't played much Final Fantasy 7 since the last episode because I've been very, very busy with Fallout 4 and Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker. Alright, next big sister. Let's do this. Luckily, I bought myself tons of armor piercing, increased max E. Cool. Let's see. Target area research. Damn it. I wanted to see if there was any more. Let's go back. This. Go, my bees! I want this. This works wonders against them. How do you like this? And there we go. Big sister is down. Really? You want to mess with me? I thought so. Okay, I think there's like one more audio diary we have to listen to. Big sister. Mills' choice, solving for X. Means of control. Oh, maybe it's this one?
This calls everything into question.
No, not that one.
Even as I recall this, I can scarcely believe. Psychiatry has been my continual study.
Oh, wait a second, back.
Consciousness in all its strata. But
Maybe means of control?
prison, it seems, was a blessing. Ryan is now dead by his own son's hand. But far more interesting is the program of compulsion bred into his child, coded WYK. It was some manner of verbal trigger phrase, which the boy would obey as an order, unerringly. In a way, this sad thing, this half-man, had escaped the self. Highly intelligent, but devoid of so-called free will, with all its convenient blind spots. What if he had been instructed to uphold the common good? What if he were a volunteer?
Would you kindly? We have so much at him. Holy shit. Health, Eve. You know what? I kind of want to get Scout and Decoy just to show them off. So let's get Scout. I'll throw that over Security Command.
Worried about your future? Scout the situation before going ahead. Get the jump on your enemies with a plasmid surprise.
Level 2 Scout means that our invisible Scout can hack security. That's pretty nice. Then we have Decoy. And I'll throw that over... I'll store it for now. I'll show that off later. Decoy 2, Security Command. You know what? Let's buy some Gene Tonic slots. And I will throw... Arms Race. There. Game. Put it in. Fine, I'll equip it. Electrobot 3, let's grab that.
every bolt hits more than one foe. Charge up to blast them with a deadly storm.
Electro Bolt's always a good pick. I'll get another one of these. And let's throw in... I have no idea. Maybe Vending Expert? Natural Camouflage? Let's get Dual Power. What else should we get? Another level 3 of something? I could get Cyclone Trap level 3. Place it on walls and ceilings. I don't really see the point of that. I mean, I guess maybe against Spider Slices. Let's get Incinerate.
Explosive fire with a flick of your wrist. Charge up to blast foes with a fountain of flame.
And finally, I'll just grab some more of these Gene Tonic slots. Let's throw a Dual Power in. Any of these seem worthwhile? Oh, I don't have the money for any of these. Alright.
Sea Life catchment system online.
Notice to all employees, Subject Delta is hereby dismissed. Escort them from the premises!
You guys try.
I don't want it. I shall resist.
Oh, Electro Bolt's now number 4. Yes, in case you guys missed it, the reason we're doing this is to draw Alex the Great to the edge of the glass so we can get a DNA signal in order to open the way to Eleanor. Oh, we're really powerful now. Oh yeah, I'll show off Scout. What Scout does... yeah, it does this. We can run around like this and we're invisible. And the Splicers have no idea where we are. That guy's going crazy. Oh, he's so angry. Let's grab a body to throw at them. Eat Alpha Series! I thought I would go back to my body after I threw something at them. Ah, screw you. Whatever, that was pretty fun. Are we done?
How dare you try to buy me out with this bribe, this penance, this sublime... God damn you, Delta!
Perfect, son. You reeled him in. Now, use that console there to take a gene sample. It should print up a genetic key automatically.
Sweet.
You got the key to Lamb's hideout, sport. Eleanor's down there. Now just head out to the oxyfill station and use it.
It is done. The sample disposal button on the panel in front of you will administer a massive jolt of electricity to the tank. More than enough to kill me. Whatever I may say to dissuade you, do not listen. The man whose voice you hear now is long gone. As my mind fades, I find my thoughts turn to the suffering that Eleanor will be made to endure, and I am overcome with pity. But I can only offer my feeble prayers. Perhaps after my death, you can do more. Now, please, I ask you to grant me peace. Goodbye, my friend, and thank you.
You don't have to kill me, Delta. I'm sorry. Please. I will go outside. I will live outside.
So I guess Gil is a pretty nice guy. Alright, so I feel like this choice here is a little bit too morally ambiguous for BioShock. Because I'm somebody who believes in assisted suicide if someone's in a lot of pain and wants to die, and that's exactly what Gil Alexander's like. He doesn't want to live like this, he wants me to put him out of his misery, so on my first playthrough I killed him. However, killing him will put you towards the evil ending. In order to get the good ending, him, Gracie, Stanley, and all the little sisters have to stay alive. Like, no one cares about the splices, you can do what you want with them. But the main characters and little sisters have to survive. As I mentioned, it's a bit too morally ambiguous, because on one hand you're putting a person out of his misery who wants to die and is in a lot of pain, and the other hand you're just killing somebody. I feel like both of those have positive interpretations, it just depends on the way you look at it. And the way that BioShock 2 has done it is that killing him is wrong and letting him live is good. And there are a couple of other things, like I guess Eleanor knows Gil, so killing him no matter what form he's in might be a kind of bad thing for her. And also, like, which one even takes friggin' priority? Like Gil, the original body, or Alex the Great, the new form of him? Like, Alex the Great wants to live and Gil wants to die, so how do you even do that? See, I feel like the choice is a little bit too morally ambiguous for BioShock, but anyway, in order to get the good ending, you have to let him live, so sorry, Gil. Goodbye, sir. And guess what, guys? We're actually heading to the final area of the game.
This is the Oxyfill station, Chief. But don't be fooled by the facade. This is the way in. Use that key now.
Time to head under Fontaine Futuristics. Ah. Hey, what? Oh, that was weird. Give yourself unto her. Well, let's head down.
Persephone, we're finally here. Find Eleanor, son, and fast. Her mama's got all rapture, dying to keep you two apart.
Here we are. And our new goal is to find Eleanor Lamb. So guys, I think I'll end this episode here. So thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Next time we'll head into Persephone and see if we can find Eleanor. And believe it or not, but this is actually the final area in the game. I'll see you guys then.